men really know how to bring the fight. We won't forget what you've done for us.
Why is my macro not working? You're like all fucked up and weird. I'm gonna restart the client. You're all fucked up and like registry hook fucked. I don't know. Can't get you to run a goddamn dot macro. I don't know what your problem is. Yeah, you fucked up here. Maybe I just don't have the rune is what it is. That's probably what it is actually. Never mind. That's the hands. No, you have Sunfire. You're messed up or something. You're fucked up. So I'm just gonna relog. It's fine. Just exit the game and run it again. Oh, I'm full. Oops. Okay, go turn it in again.
I just want to trade a few things.
Sure.
$39. God damn, I'm gonna make so much money.
Seems to be growing well. lots of you gunners that won't be attacking our settlements anytime soon.
When we all work together, the bad guys don't stand a chance. Well, you ready for some more work? The Minutemen never rest. Sounds like they're trying to stand up to some raiders. It's a good chance to show how much better things can be if we all stick together.
Hey,
Isn't it something you need?
seems to be growing well.
I hope you're here to help.
Yeah, I'm here to help. What's the problem?
Some raiders have been threatening us if we didn't give them supplies. We told them to take a flying leap, now that we had the Minutemen backing us up. But they didn't seem too impressed. Said they'd be back with their friends, to make an example out of us. We're not soldiers. We're hoping you can help us set up some defenses before it's too late.
The asteroid is depleted.
Blake told me what you did for us.
did it. I was afraid we were making a mistake trying to stand up to those bastards. But the Minutemen came through for us.
Hey,
I taught those raiders a lesson. They won't be attacking another settlement again.
that's good. I hope I live to see the day when people aren't always worried about the next raider attack. You know what I'm gonna say
Indeed.
next? Another trouble spot. I've gotten word about a settlement that's being threatened by raiders.
Hey,
I got word of a settlement that needs our help. Here's the location. Get there as soon as you can. We promised them we'd be there when they need it.
I'm glad you're here. We've been having some trouble with raiders.
what kind of trouble?
They showed up in force a few days ago. There were too many of them. We had to give them what they wanted. They said as long as we kept paying them tribute, they'd leave us alone. At least we know where they're hiding out. Here, I'll mark it on your map.
The asteroid is depleted.
How many raiders were there?
Too many for us to handle. But I bet you won't have any problems with them.
The asteroid is depleted.
Fuck your Far Cry bullshit turrets. Oh! 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 Legendary Mirelurk Razor Claw. That's not good. What's a Razor Claw? That's not good at all. Let's switch up guns. Where is he? That one.
Wanna look from this side.
What? Your design is so fucking bad, even in a single player game. What was that, man? What even was that? So annoying. Oh, shit. Oh!
Got it. That's it.
You can see the chunks of his body fly by. It's awesome.
Playing games with me, huh?
Oh! No. No, no, I'm not playing games with you. I totally shut you out, bitch. What are you talking about? And by bitch, I mean NPC, not woman. Oh, yeah? Alright.
The asteroid is depleted.
Oh, it missed, you son of a bitch. Fucking fire, critical. Oh, it's dead on, bitch. Boom, liquefied. Who else wants some? Pegged him. Oh! Okay, next up. What? Where'd it go? No more head for Psycho! Boom! Oh! Okay, so okay. Man, this place is deep. Oh yeah, okay. Let's make it funnier. All right. Oh no, that won't do. Probably go Fat Man for this. I think 7. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Okay, I don't see you, but I see you popping out. So I don't know. Yeah, that was him. Oh, they don't like that. Oh. Oh, I missed him. Damn it. No, don't shoot again. Let me get to the edge. Now shoot, now shoot. Oh. It's so beautiful when I love the smell of napalm in the Raider morning. Anybody else want some? You seem to be over there. You seem to want some. I don't really think you want any. I'm sorry, but I really don't think. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I see you. I see you. I will boom you. Boom. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh! Who else wants some? Yeah, you want some? All right. Shit, we lost him. He killed us all. What's going on down there? I can't get down there. This gigantic fucking place is just insane. Is this over now? Did I do this? Did I kill them all? I think I did. But what? Oh, I see you. You're dead now. Yep. Oh. Oh. Right in his face. All right, now I've killed like 22 dudes, and like, you know, it was actually fun. It was Bethesda combat that was. No, no, I am not scared of you. No, scare wouldn't be the word. More like, will my bullets hit your face or your chest? I'm more scared about that. Are they gonna hit your face or your chest? My bullets would either your face or your chest. You gotta tell me which one. Like, oh.
Oh, I know you're here.
Shut up, you.
Come on out. I'll make it nice and quick. You can. No
Oh,
sign
I'm
of
sure
him
you
now.
will. No sign of him now. No sign of him now.
What the fuck was that?
Shut up, you. You talk too much.
Yes.
Alright. I wish I had some berry mentats. Let's go see. Yeah, my HP is good. I don't have any berry mentats, so I can't see where you're at, but that's okay. Take me down. There you are. Oh! Hey, I want to get off on that. Oh, God, don't kill me. Oh. I did it perfectly. Fucking perfectly. Like, literally perfectly. I did it perfectly. To save myself, anyways. You know? Oh, I cleared this. I'm done. So... Okay, yeah, I killed everybody. Yeah, I'm down at the bottom. I don't care. I'm sure there's something down there. I really don't fucking care. I don't care. Not really. What was this thing that was going like that? Oh, I'm cut off. My edge just cut off the screen. There we go. Alright, what's this thing doing? Yeah, take me to it. Okay, yep. Hey, you, I killed everybody.
So can we stop worrying about paying tribute to those raiders?
Yeah, they're entirely gone.
I took care of your raider problem.
Thanks. It's good to know we can count on you guys when we're in trouble.
I have to go talk to him again. So annoying. Let's open WoW again. Oh man, do you touch that wall a lot? You and that wall, you're getting it on,
Remember
huh?
that settlement that was asking for help? All safe and sound again.
Good. This is how we're gonna take back the Commonwealth. One small victory at a time. But our work is never done. It's what we signed up for. I'll mark it on your map. Use all the support we can get. So see what you can do to help.
Junkytown jerky vendor. Why I sold my mother. Alright, I'm back in. Let's kill some shit.
You're with the Minutemen, right?
What seems to be the problem?
A pack of feral ghouls has whole. If more of them start
Are ghouls a common problem?
we're usually fine to deal with one or two, but more than that, well...
Are ghouls a common problem?
Yeah,
Are ghouls a common problem?
yeah. Then
I'm on it. It's as good as done.
I'll be glad.
Time for me to agitate the gravel, Jack. Time for me to agitate the gravel, Jack.
The asteroid is depleted.
Fused solid. This one too. What happened here? Nice.
Step back in the doctor's bag is good. Oh,
No way I'm cracking. That's it.
asteroid is depleted.
Ambushed on the road. We're outnumbered 5 to 1. Bottom, report. Force down to 5%! We'll have to scuttle the armor. We can't let them have it. Fire him! Damn it! Aspen set the self-destruct. Ferris, fall back. We'll head for the old military base, then try to make it to our holdout. The code will be our call sign. All right, move, move, move!
Were you able to clear out those ghouls?
Took care of those ghouls that were giving you trouble.
You did? That's great news. Lady, you and the Minutemen have our gratitude and our support.
Hello, ma'am.
I cleared out the ghouls that were giving that settlement trouble.
Glad to hear it, gentlemen.
BRB, I gotta
It's hard
pee.
enough out here without people having to worry about ghouls in their backyard. Got another thing to talk to you about. I'll mark the location on your map.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't heal. I can't heal because you're a piece of shit. Please stop it. Please stop doing that. I can't heal because you're a piece of shit. Please stop doing that. You're such a piece of shit. Fucking Bethesda. I can't heal on my other game because you suck so much dick. I'm sorry. But I mean, it's Bethesda. They suck so much dick. They're so bad at what they do.
The asteroid is depleted.
There, I finally got my thing I was looking for. Sweet. Okay, that's enough Fallout for the day. I played too much Fallout now. And we're going to quit and confirm and save to the desktop. Okay, let's play some Overwatch. No, I can't do Overwatch. It does. It messes with it. It messes with it too badly. It's unfortunate. Well, I set up to play New World yesterday. Let's play some New World. Yep, should be able to get in.
Nice work you've done here, adventurer. The quality of these skins is superb. I'll have to get them into the curing process as soon as possible. Oh, but before I get to that, there's some other work I need done that I think you might be able to take care of. I sent my apprentice out into the marshes to skin some of our famous giant wetlands crocolisk. When he didn't return, I went out to look for him. Let's just say it wasn't a pretty sight. Midwife says he might pull through, but in the meantime, I still need my skins. If you'd like to kill a few more of the brutes, I wouldn't be opposed after what they did. You'll find the crocs north up the coast, beyond the Murloc hovels.
Okay. Oh my god, this title is always giving me trouble. It drives me fucking crazy sometimes. Yeah, you stopped, huh? Yeah, you did. It's really sad that you do that. Honestly, the other game I like to play is FFXI, so that's what I will play.
The asteroid is depleted.
Wow, they changed that.
The asteroid is depleted.
Oh no, my macros are gone. Macros are totally gone. Totally embarrassing. It'll be a while before I want to do this again. Why does it feel like this is on me? Whatever this is should not be on me. That Kraken should not be on me. Why is it on me right now? That's ridiculous. Get me out of here. The whole experience was kind of negative. Get me out of here. Yeah, that was quick. It was like, you know, Well, that didn't work. So let's try a different game. Oops. God damn it. Stop. Oh, I hate you so much sometimes. Stop, stop. Let's try Mortal 2, I guess, yeah. I have to add a new thing to my macro. Because Fairy Fire will always supply, so I need to add Fairy Fire to my macro here. Moonfire, Sunfire, but I want Fairy Fire. Moonfire, Sunfire, right?
The asteroid is depleted. The asteroid is depleted.
Let's try in DX11. No, I can't put that on my macro. It's too expensive. So there's that. I can't do anything about that. No, yeah, like that's too expensive to put that every single time. I can't move my mouse. You have taken my ability to move my mouse away, and I cannot move around. There we go. You killed my pet so quick. So quick. Ah. Yep, and I remember why this game isn't good, and I have to get off it. As unfortunate as that is. Try New World again. Like, it's a good game, but it's so clunky and shitty.
The asteroid is depleted.
Took you long enough. Maybe I better... Or no, I turned then. I guess. I don't remember doing that, but okay.
The asteroid is depleted. Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Cool. Just instantly 3. Cool. Before I can say anything else, now I've got a really, really long walk that way. Cool. Well, let's go do that really long, dumb walk. Thanks for stealing my time. I don't think this is it.
Warp drive active.
Watch your back. How are ya? Safe travels. You got my attention. Off with you.
Nice, nice. Totally pointless, but that's Blizzard's MO. Cool. Run pointlessly to that point again for a long time. Rune of the Stars. Oh, wow. Wow, and you killed me. And, but still. Wander pointlessly to my body again. Star Surge. Got a new room. That's good. Okay, I'm done on this run, I think. Nice. I am going to stop playing WoW now, and I'm going to switch over to Overwatch. And it's been a pretty good run today. Yep. As long as I'm getting rested, I can log. Well, I should sell. I should sell before I do anything else. And then I'll switch over to Overwatch and I'll play some healing.
The asteroid is depleted.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, guys. Before I start the Overwatch session. Sorry, be right back. Let's load a video while I wait, though. I haven't looked at a video on YouTube in a long time. Gonna take a look, like a week or something. Carl Chops on a new funny Billy Mitchell video. What happened here? I need you to go back. You go back. Yeah. And then
him. It's to discuss. Hello, you absolute legends.
You absolute legend.
Billy Mitchell, the video game player of the century, is currently most well known for cheating in Donkey Kong. Generally, whenever we talk about him, it's to discuss the fact that he lied about his world records. But after Billy Mitchell sued Twin Galaxies for defamation, and the preceding lawsuit has progressed over the years, we have begun to witness something very strange. What we have come to realize is that Billy Mitchell doesn't just lie about his Donkey Kong world records, it seems like Billy lies about absolutely everything. And the example we will look at today is probably the dumbest lie he has ever told. This lie is so perplexing that I have failed to find any logical reason for its existence. And the craziest part is that it was a lie that Billy told during his deposition, which is supposed to be under oath. What's even more strange is just how adamant Billy was in this lie. It seemed to be very important to Billy. Watch this clip of Billy being asked a simple question, and look at how defiant he is in his response.
Are you associated with the International Video Game Hall of Fame at all?
I support them however I can.
And you're a director, aren't you?
You're wrong. I am not a director.
Have you ever been a director?
No.
Billy is asked if he is a director of the International Video Game Hall of Fame, to which Billy says, "You're wrong." I am not a director. He follows this up by saying that he was never a director. Billy is then presented with the Hall of Fame website that still to this day says he is a director, and Billy continues to flat out deny it. This lie was so bizarre and so egregious that Twin Galaxies recently filed a motion for sanctions against Billy for lying during his deposition. The evidence they present in this motion is pretty convincing. They have the website for the organization saying he is a director, and they also have multiple...
You are a director of this bullshit thing. Are you a director of this bullshit thing? Yeah, I'm a director of this bullshit thing. I'm sorry.
Testimonies of existing and current board members saying that he was a director as well. However, with all that being said, Twin Galaxies didn't have concrete proof. A director...
I've got to eat before I play, I'm sorry.
The website itself isn't an official tax document, and witnesses can be unreliable. I felt like they needed something more, and to this day, no one had found any official company filings that showed Billy was a director. But after my recent work on the Open Hand Foundation, I had a bit more experience, and I felt like there must be something, somewhere, that proved Billy was in fact a director. So I searched again, and this week, I found it. I found never-before-seen tax filings that proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that Billy was lying during his deposition, and he was indeed a director. In this video, I'm going to show Billy lying multiple times under oath and explain why those lies might mean the end of Billy's lawsuit. I really hope you enjoy. Now legends, this video is sponsored by the military online game War Thunder, and when it comes to vehicle combat, War Thunder is the most comprehensive game ever made. Play more than 2,000 unique vehicles, including tanks, planes, helicopters and ships in heart-racing PvP battles, and each of these vehicles is finely crafted to be as realistic as possible, resulting in a highly immersive combat experience. I'm a huge history nerd, so I love learning about all of the old tech, and War Thunder goes way back, spanning over 100 years. War Thunder features incredible 4K graphics. It's genuinely impressive how good this game looks, and while I've never been in war, it sounds exactly like I imagine it would. Personally, I find air combat to be the most thrilling part of the game, and the controls are really easy, even with just a keyboard and mouse. War Thunder is free to play using my link in the description, and is available on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. And for new players or those who haven't played in 6 months, there is a large free bonus pack waiting for you, which includes multiple premium vehicles, a premium account, an exclusive 3D decorator for your vehicles, and much more. This is only available for a limited time, so be quick. The International Video Game Hall of Fame was founded in 2009. It was yet another circle jerk of old retro gamers wanting to pat themselves on the back, and involved people like Walter Day, the founder of Twin Galaxies. According to their About page, they were supposed to be building a multi-million-dollar facility, though like all of the claims from this group of people, it was wildly inflated and unrealistic. Ultimately, all the International Video Game Hall of Fame ended up doing was giving awards to people like Billy Mitchell and then fading into obscurity. In 2022, as part of the defamation lawsuit, Twin Galaxies asked Billy to provide his Player of the Century plaque, and Billy said that he couldn't do that because he donated all of his plaques to the Video Game Hall of Fame. And that's really the only reason the Hall of Fame became relevant. During his deposition, Billy again confirmed he doesn't have the plaques because he donated them.
Where's that plaque located today?
It would be, I believe it's at the Hall of Fame.
Where's that?
That's in Ottumwa, Iowa.
Is that the International Video Game Hall of Fame?
That is.
Okay. How did it get there?
Well, maybe it was 2010 that I initially donated it there. To be honest, I keep very little of what it is I receive. I'm not a...
Just answer the question.
Sentimental, okay. I donate most of my stuff there.
And this is what led to the interesting exchange between Billy and Twin Galaxies' lawyer concerning Billy's relationship to the Hall of Fame.
Are you associated with the International Video Game Hall of Fame at all?
I support them however I can.
And you're a director, aren't you?
You're wrong. I am not a director.
Have you ever been a director?
No.
It's quite clear that Billy wants the court to believe he was never a director. However, there is evidence that seems to indicate something different. On the Hall of Fame website, it says that Billy is a director. So, during the deposition, after Billy said he was never a director, he is presented with the website. And this is his response.
Okay.
Have you ever visited the website for the International Video Game Hall of Fame?
I have not.
You've never been on the website?
I've never been on the website. I've never been on the Facebook.
You've never been on Facebook?
On that Facebook.
The Facebook site for the International Video Game Hall of Fame?
That is correct.
Is there a reason that you're listed as a director for the International Video Game Hall of Fame?
Protection Lacks Foundation calls for speculation. You can answer if you know.
No, I don't. Except they would want my support.
Don't. You just answer the question. Don't speculate.
No.
They would want your support, so they put you on the board of directors. Is that right?
I don't know.
Protection Lacks Foundation calls for speculation. If you know, you can answer.
I don't know.
Did anyone ever tell you, Billy, we're asking you to be on the board of directors for the International Video Game Hall of Fame?
I don't ever recall somebody saying that to me.
So according to Billy, he has no idea why he is listed on the website as a director. And what's super interesting is that even before being shown this exhibit, Billy knew it was the website and said it doesn't matter if it says I'm a director.
And you're a director, aren't you?
You're wrong. I am not a director.
Have you ever been a director?
No.
I'd like to direct your attention to Exhibit O over there. Could you pull that up?
Doesn't matter if it says I'm a director.
Listen, answer the question, okay?
Okay.
While it does seem like this is proof that Billy is a director, Billy has a point. The website can say anything it wants. It's not a company filing. Maybe the Hall of Fame was just listing him on the website as a director for appearances, to make them seem more legitimate. But he wasn't really a director. Using the Wayback Machine and looking at the website from 2011, he was listed as a director there too. But again, it's just a website. It's not anything official. At the time of Billy's deposition, all Twin Galaxies had was this website. They didn't have anything else, so it was hard to definitively prove Billy wrong. Since then, Twin Galaxies has received multiple testimonies stating that Billy was indeed a director. In June, Jerry Byram, the current president of the Hall of Fame, swore under oath that Billy was currently on the board of directors, and had been the entire time he was president. Walter Day also stated that Billy became a member of the board in 2010 or 11. On top of that, Twin Galaxies also acquired the declaration of Elizabeth Hunter, who was the secretary of the Hall of Fame in 2010. According to Mrs. Hunter, not only was Billy a director when she was secretary, but she also confirms that Billy never donated his plaques to the Hall of Fame either. This seems pretty open and shut, and it was enough for Twin Galaxies to state in their recent motion for sanctions against Billy that he was lying. Personally, when I read the evidence presented, I wasn't convinced. Truthfully, the website and the witness testimonies mean nothing when it comes to corporate structures. Maybe he was just an honorary director that was involved in some way, but nothing was made official. Perhaps people just called him a director, but when it came to the IRS, he wasn't actually a part of the company. I wanted something more. I went onto the Iowa Secretary of State website and looked at the business filings for the Hall of Fame. The Articles of Incorporation showed all of the initial directors from 2009, but because Billy didn't allegedly become a director until 2010 or 2011, he wasn't here. All of the other filings showed some of the directors, but didn't include a full breakdown of the board. There was nothing here that was going to prove anything either way. However, according to the Hall of Fame website, they are registered with the IRS as a 501c3 non-profit. I knew that if this was true, they would also need to file annual 990 forms with the IRS, which would include a full list of directors. I did manage to find the International Video Game Hall of Fame through the IRS website, but according to the IRS, they had only been filing 990N forms, which were simple e-filings and weren't showing up as something I could view. This wasn't the end of the line though, because again, in my experience with the Open Hand Foundation, I knew that other non-profit databases tend to include more filings than what shows up on the IRS website. For example, if you search Open Hand through the IRS website, it only gives you 5 years of filings. But if you use a database like ProPublica, you get access to 9 years of filings. I did search for the International Video Game Hall of Fame through ProPublica, but I didn't find anything. I also searched through another database called GuideStar, and again, search results yielded nothing. This may have been because the Hall of Fame's non-profit status was revoked in 2018 for failing to file their annual forms. I couldn't find it anywhere. But then, I did find something by sheer luck. I was doing random Google searches trying to see if I could find the company structure with a different database, and in the Google search results, I saw this. Now, as I mentioned, I had already searched GuideStar directly, and the Hall of Fame doesn't show up. And trust me, I tried everything. It's impossible to find the Hall of Fame through GuideStar's actual website, but for some reason it showed up through a Google search. And as if it was meant to be, GuideStar showed 990 filings for 2010 and 2011. I couldn't believe my luck. This was the moment of truth. I knew these filings would say either way if Billy was indeed a director. So let's open them up and see what they say. Billy, you silly bitch. These official IRS company filings prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that Billy was a director. So let's step back and recontextualize Billy's deposition. Understanding that we have the website saying Billy is a director, and we have multiple other board members saying Billy is a director, and we have
Why
IRS
would he
tax
lie about
filings
this?
literally confirming Billy is a director, let's rewatch this exchange between Billy and Twin Galaxy's lawyer.
Are you associated with the International Video Game Hall of Fame at all?
I support them however I can.
And you're a director, aren't you?
You're wrong. I am not a director.
Have you ever been a director?
No.
No.
I'd like to direct your attention to Exhibit O over there. Did you pull that?
It doesn't matter if it says I'm a director.
Listen, answer the question on it, okay?
Okay.
You're a director, don't lie.
What do you mean? Board of directors.
No question.
That means you're fiscally responsible for whatever that company did. Bleh.
Okay.
Have you ever visited the website for the International Video Game Hall?
And this is why, I would not be a member of any organization that would have me as a member.
You've never been on the website?
I've never been on the website, and I've never been on the Facebook.
You've never been on Facebook?
On that Facebook.
You've never been on Facebook?
The Facebook site for the International Video Game Hall of Fame?
That is correct.
Yes, I've never been on Facebook for that.
Is there a reason that you're listed as a director for the International Video Game Hall of Fame on their website?
Objection lacks foundation, calls for speculation. You can answer if you know.
What are they hiding?
No, I don't.
If you know.
They would want my support.
Don't. You just
Okay.
answer the question. Don't speculate.
No.
They would want your support, so they put you on the board of directors. Is that right?
I don't know.
Objection lacks foundation, calls for speculation. If you know, you can answer.
I don't know.
Did anyone ever tell you, Billy, we're asking you to be on the board of directors for the International Video Game Hall of Fame?
I don't ever recall somebody saying that to me.
Billy Mitchell is a crazy person. He needs to be studied for the advancement of medical science. He is truly a magnificent specimen of pathological dishonesty.
No. Carl Jobs, I think you need to be studied by medical science. I'm sorry, but Billy Mitchell, I think, should have been left 9 months ago, but Carl Jobs, I think, should be studied by medical science. Yeah, you're pretty good at that, yeah.
Hey everyone, it's me Lone or Johnny, and I have a bit of a life update that I wanted to share with you all because it will have big impacts on this YouTube channel moving forward. Unfortunately, I've been made redundant from my job, and my last day of employment will be the end of the year, the 31st.
Must be nice to me to be made redundant from a job. I had to bribe, cajole, beg my way into every job I ever had. To be made redundant
of December. So come next year, 2024, I will no longer have full-time work. And I'm not going to lie to you.
That sucks, and I get it, but that was not the trip I wanted to take.
Hello, guys and gals. Me, Mutahar.
Oh, no.
We're gonna talk.
Thank you for I lost my job for Lone Vault Wanderer.
Hello, guys
Thank
and
you,
gals.
Simorni
Me,
Gamers.
Mutahar, and we're gonna talk about Logan Paul today. You might be like, whoa, what did Logan do before the end of the year? Literally New Year's Eve, and you're talking about Logan? It's not what he did do, it's what he didn't allegedly do that I'm more interested in, which is refunding the CryptoZoo victims. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know, about a year ago, a friend of the show, channel CoffeeZilla, made an amazing video series where he covered into the CryptoZoo project that Logan Paul basically was a spearhead, a face of, and had showcased how the project was a complete, absolute failure, and a whole bunch of people put their money into a project that ultimately got them no return out of it. Now, again, that project entirely led to a massive fallout, and Logan Paul effectively threatening to sue CoffeeZilla at the time, which, believe it or not, that video was removed. Shockingly, it's still actually available, thankfully, as a re-upload. I looked into this video at the time, and what was funny about it too is that inside this video, he actually showcased some severe level of due diligence, where he actually gave out the sealed information of one of the actual private parties mentioned, and had basically leaked out his sealed court records to the world, showing that if he wanted to do background checks on any of the scumbags that he worked with, he clearly could. This project consisted of Logan Paul, Jeff Levin, his manager, Eddie Ivanovich, who is one of the lead developers, God knows where he is, and of course, Jake the Crypto King douchebag. Now, Jake the Crypto King is a person that I recognize, and I'm sure most of you recognize, from his various exploits in the trading card community in the past. Now, this man has been branded as a scumbag long before he was on Crypto Zoo. So again, why Logan Paul decided to let this man jump into his project was beyond me. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, obviously Logan Paul had threatened to sue in this video, and that lawsuit went nowhere because he was granted that literally about a week later after posting this brain-dead response video. Now again, to go into Crypto Zoo and what it actually was, the actual Crypto Zoo game was effectively just a place where you could breed, hatch, and capture eggs, so to speak, right? If you go to their website, which is still up by the way, you can join the most exciting crypto gaming community. Hatch eggs, breed animals, play with hybrids, earn deals and zoo tokens, collect NFTs.
What? Oh, come on! What was that? What was that?
Look at all of this amazing and wow, you can get a
If their mercy tries to revive, kill him. Headshots.
I'll throw my rock at her.
Mm-hmm.
And stun her so she can
Good idea.
cancel.
Yeah, like bait her to like rest.
I think we should target Bastion or Orisa, because those two are the ones who are just killing all of us.
That has created what is known as Real Zoo, which again, if you wanted to create a free account and play it,
I got ult,
again,
so I'm gonna go in there and hopefully use it.
Is absolutely not worth your time or anybody's time. But again, the game itself not exactly interesting. Like most NFT Web3 games, they are 100% of the time boring dog water that is usually done better by actual free-to-play or at least paid live service games that still exist to this day. Why the fuck would I play Earth 2.0 when I could probably just play some World of Warcraft or GTA Online or Red Dead Online? As dead as Red Dead Online is, it has 100 times more content than basically any Web3 NFT trash fire game that exists. But that's besides the point. See, after Logan Paul had made that terrible response video, he had basically scrubbed it down and made an apology video, an actual apology video to Coffee, and he made what is important to understand is the three-letter program, the three-step plan. Now, this isn't some Alcoholics Anonymous shit. This is Logan Paul coming up with an actual plan on how to handle Crypto Zoo. Let's listen to this one.
Oh, God. I apologize. My initial response to his series was that of fire, Rico, Flair, whatever it is, pride. I'm a fighter at heart, and I was defensive because I know I never scammed anyone with this project. I never made any money, never sold any tokens, and I only had the best intentions going in. But the fact...
Oh, you had the best intentions? Did you have the best intentions with Dink Doink or
Oh,
South Park animation?
how did this happen? Like, what are they gonna do?
Wow, this man is one of the most transparent idiots that I've ever seen on the platform. Again, if anybody had bought into Crypto Zoo and they had any inkling and knowledge with the Fire Crypto project,
We have
they
those
would
games.
run far, far and away. But see, it's not even like Logan Paul that I'm exactly mad at. It's the people that are willing to give up their money on these stupid projects anyways. Which is where I lose a bit of sympathy over the last year or two covering this kind of stuff. But that's besides the point. I'll save that for the end. Let's listen to his three-step program very carefully.
Doing CoffeeZilla is not going to burn or whatever it is, pride. I'm a fighter at heart, and I was defensive because I know I never scammed anyone with this project. I never made any money, and I only had the best intentions going in. But the fact is, suing CoffeeZilla is not going to help Crypto Zoo holders, so I need to focus my attention where it should be, which is fans and supporters of me. You guys mean the world to me, so I'd like to announce my three-step plan moving forward. Step one, Jeff and I are going to burn our zoo tokens, so we have no financial upside in the game, and it will add value to holder tokens.
Zoo tokens.
Step 2, we want to offer a rewards program for players who are disappointed in the game. So
players who are
you can burn
disappointed.
Your base egg or your base animal for the mint price, which was 0.1 ETH.
God damn, it's like scam artists trying to like make it up to you. That's insane. It's really weird.
Or the equivalent in B&B. I am personally committing 1,000 ETH for this, which is about $1.3 million right now for players who want to get out. And then step 3, obviously finish and deliver the game as outlined in the white paper. I completed the egg bridge from ETH to BSC for base animals and base eggs, including the marketplace and obviously including the releasing of animals into the wild to improve your yield.
Alright, so 3 actual responses, 3 points. Now one of them is obviously him and his manager are going to be burning their tokens. I'll get to that in a second. The second point, which is the most important, is at the moment, he said right now, that is 11 months ago, by the way, January 13, 2023, when he said he'll be committing around $1.3 million in Ethereum to refunding anybody at the mint price for those base eggs and base products or whatever. And of course, the third part is he'll actually be completing the entire game as outlined in the white paper. So we're going to look at all 3 of these and basically see just how well Logan did in all of this. Now, going to the CryptoZoo website, one thing that I wanted to see was, hey man, what is the timeline looking like for this project? So again, going to their CryptoZoo here, looking at the timeline section, 2021, they launched the Zoo token, cool. 2023, Logan Paul apologizes to CoffeeZilla. What happened after that? Whoa, blank HTML code. Nothing. So apparently it seems like the game and most of the progress on it is pretty much dead. So I decided, okay, maybe they talk about this in their other social media channels, okay? They've got the Twitter. Let's see what's up with their Twitter right now, boys. KSI responds to Logan Paul's apology and plan. August 18th, the account retweets Cabos, officially 26. Thank you everyone who supported me this year. And most importantly, at Logan Paul, pay back the people you scammed. Jesus. Uh-oh, it's a private community. Uh-oh, that's not looking too good. We're missing 2 shots here. The Reddit page is private, but obviously their official Twitter is dead as hell. May 27, 2022. January 11th. Attention, zookeepers. Please unlist your base eggs and base animals as we prepare for the next steps of CryptoZoo. Where are the next steps? Well, apparently nowhere. Let's go to the CryptoZoo Discord. Whoa, hey Logan, he's on here. January 1st, 16. Hey zookeepers. Ow! God, I hate it when he talks like that. We are continuing to work hard to further develop and release the game. This is a priority for me personally. Oh yeah? Such a priority, you were dead silent for the rest of the fucking year there, pal. I've committed more than 1.8 million for, okay, it's 1.8 million. For those who do not want to wait for CryptoZoo to be completed, players will be able to burn their base eggs for the mint price. As for those who purchase Zoo, it's important to remember that Zoo was created to support CryptoZoo. Zoo is not and is not an investment vehicle. As we conduct our internal exam and audit, we will do our best to ensure a satisfying outcome for all. This outcome is still waiting, okay? I'm sure Jesus will come down to the earth faster.
Focus healing, focus healing, focus healing.
Oh wait, maybe there's something in their official YouTube page. Oh shit, they're dead. But at least I can talk to the scumbag lead developer Eddie, I guess. That's a fun video from him. Yeah, it's safe to say that the project is very dead since Logan had talked about it January of this year. So again, that's one of the things that I have to ask. So question number 3 out of that 3-step program, will the game be completed? It's still a question that many people are wondering. Is it ever going to be completed? And again, looking into Logan
crap,
Paul's
I have never seen any type of game like this.
Lists that 2023/2024. So again, we still have a whole another year to go before GTA 6
Holy
gets released.
shit! Oh my god!
We may have the final launch of the CryptoZoo game.
There's a
as
team.
exciting as that may be, okay? Now, part A of that entire 3-step program was Logan and his manager Jeff were going to burn their CryptoZoo tokens. And while looking at the actual CryptoZoo's dead burn wallet account, which for those of you who don't know, when it comes to a cryptocurrency, a dead wallet account, a burn wallet, is where tokens are basically thrown in and they're
fucking
effectively
noobs.
burned. Meaning that once they're entered in this black hole of crypto, they really don't come out. And of course, throughout the course of the year, there have been burns. And you might be looking at the quantity for these burns like, whoa, Muda, 1.6 million burns? 1.4 million? 475,000? Whoa, they've just been chucking this token into the fire. And again, ladies and gentlemen, to give you a sort of a large scope of how much money this really is, I'm going to show you what the price chart looks like for this CryptoZoo dogshit token. So to give you an idea, the actual current value of this at the moment is
7 cents.
No,
it's not worth.
7488
It's not
US dollars. Okay,
it's worth 1/70,000th of a cent.
Okay.
Or 1/7 millionth of a cent.
This is pretty much sitting there with hyperinflation levels of currency. It's not worth shit. So the amount of tokens that are being burnt really aren't amounting to all that much. And burning tokens, for anybody that's really in the market, obviously burning a token increases the value, because the more money you remove from a pool, the overall value of other tokens will obviously increase. The amount is lessened, meaning the value of each of those tokens has basically risen. That's simple to understand. Obviously, Logan and his manager burning those tokens means that they apparently have lost the financial incentive to keep these tokens or profiteer off of them. The other big reality of this is I always find burning to be super duper weird, especially when looking at a lot of these projects anyways. I don't think it really leads to much. Now, Logan has not provided exact receipts or easy to understand information freely available that showcases that he and his manager have directly burned every single token. But see, the value of these things are so minimal, and because they're never going to skyrocket, because here's the thing, CryptoZoo will never actually be worth anything, because like most of these shit tokens, the actual utility and the value isn't there. They're not meant to be investment vehicles. They're literally just there to exist as monopoly money for whatever crypto project they're attached to. Logan burning his tokens and not burning their tokens literally doesn't matter much at the end of the day. Has Logan Paul refunded a dime back to anybody that was behind these CryptoZoo projects? Anybody that was purchasing into them? That is something that unfortunately hasn't actually materialized at all. And because it hasn't materialized at all, it's led to a class action lawsuit against Logan Paul, CryptoZoo Incorporated, and the various people that are apparently behind this project as well, like Eddie Ibanez, for instance, or Jake, the douchebag crypto king. So here, they actually right here, that plaintiff on
Jake, the douchebag crypto king. That's like my stereotypical name for like all these idiots. is Jake, the crypto douchebag king. Jake, the crypto douchebag king.
lawsuit against Logan Paul, CryptoZoo Incorporated, and the various people that are apparently behind this project as well, like Eddie Ibanez, for instance, or Jake, the douchebag crypto king. So
Jake, the douchebag crypto king.
Here, they actually right here, that plaintiff, on behalf of himself and all other similarly situated individuals, allege on personal knowledge, investigation of his counsel, and on information in behalf, the following claims against these defendants. So what's interesting is they bring up some Discord screenshots that show Logan Paul saying, please do not put any more money into CryptoZoo. And again, this is apparently alleged that he framed it as an investment before saying CryptoZoo was not intended as an investment vehicle. So again, please don't put any more money into the CryptoZoo project. Again, I don't necessarily know exactly how we're getting into this, but again, another user says he's probably saying, hey, I'm sick of you guys blaming your investment decisions on me, so I'm putting it in writing, don't buy any more, but that's just my guess. And of course, Logan says, right up there, King, that's exactly what I'm saying, which probably shouldn't be something that he is saying. But then again, if you're going to be somebody that's buying these projects anyways, it's probably up to you to talk to a financial advisor and probably quickly realize that CryptoZoo wasn't going to take you anywhere. That still doesn't mean Logan Paul should be writing in and saying, I will no longer be the scapegoat for anyone's financial decisions. Again, I've always talked about influencers using image intimidation, basically the lifestyles they live, and telling people, hey, look, these are these cool projects. And even if you're not outright saying these things or making statements, the fact that you're associating yourselves with these crazy get-rich-quick projects which ultimately benefit you at the end of the day more than they ever could benefit your audience, they'll probably jump into it, drive the prices up, and you might be the only winner out of it. Again, that is also extrapolating things a bit, but I think as an influencer, especially as large as Logan Paul, you probably shouldn't have gotten involved in these messes to begin with. So here in the factual allegations, the plaintiff began investing in cryptocurrency in 2016, my condolences. In 2021, plaintiff was told by his son about a new NFT project with Logan Paul. CryptoZoo was promoted by Mr. Paul as a game that makes you money with a massive team supporting it, funded by like $1 million Mr. Paul claimed to have invested. I'm gonna stop you right there, okay? If you want to read more of these factual allegations, you can. But if your son brings home a little project to you, hey Dad, Logan Paul made this NFT game, and you decide to put money into it, that, my friend, is a terrible gamble. You might be better off gambling in a Las Vegas casino. You might be better off gambling in an underground back alley poker game run by the Hells Angels, alright? You might have a better, more legitimate chance there of earning actual money or an actual return on your investment. This is just a bad thing on you. But of course, this is a actual massive class action lawsuit. And again, this involves these 5 individuals, and it's run by what appears to be a user known as Attorney Tom, who is actually a YouTuber as well too. He made a video where he said, I'm suing Logan Paul for his NFTs. Now, from what I understand with this lawsuit, I've actually decided to look further into it and see have there been actual substantial updates. While Attorney Tom, we are pursuing action on behalf of our clients against Logan Paul for misconduct including fraud, unjust enrichment, negligence, conspiracy to commit fraud, violation of Delaware's prohibited trade practices, express breach of contract, implied breach of contract, and fraudulent misrepresentation. He is basically stacking up a bunch of victims right now as part of a big class action lawsuit to go against Logan Paul. And again, there's an entire Discord of these individuals that I wanted to investigate and see just how deep the rabbit hole went. So again, looking at the CryptoZoo victims in this situation, there are users that are still active to this day, sharing podcasts with Jake the Crypto King exposing Logan Paul as if this was just shockingly new information anyway. Screenshots from the official CryptoZoo Discord, it seems, where users who literally exist typing in, do not invest in this project. Bruh, it's been 2 years and he's currently in court trying to avoid paying everyone back. How are you this delusional? Because I'd rather be delusional thinking I'll get back my initial investment than just pouting and accepting all my money is lost. Listen, man, sometimes you just have to accept that maybe it is all just gone and move on with your life.
What?
That might be the most healthiest thing imaginable. But, of course, to get into this situation, I decided to look at the announcements that this Discord server had. And this is from Attorney Tom. Very important announcement. Please read. Oh, I am. On Friday, we agreed with Logan's lawyers and the courts to pause the case for 90 days in order to mediate the case. If you have not signed up or have completed your intake questionnaire, please do immediately. If you fail to do this in a timely manner, you may miss out if this case is resolved. However, this does not mean that the case will automatically settle. It only means that we will attempt to negotiate a settlement. If Logan and his team do not offer a fair settlement, we will reject it and continue on with litigation. However, I would not get your hopes up. There's an old saying amongst lawyers, nobody ever gets settled at the first mediation, but it is worth attempting to negotiate. And this is the thing that you got to understand about litigation, especially legal stuff. It's not going to take months even. Sometimes class action lawsuits, especially class action stuff, can go for over a year to a couple years to sometimes several years, okay? I mean, Jesus Christ, this is a pretty big situation for every party involved. And of course, looking into some of the actual response from Holland v. CryptoZoo Inc., one of the exhibited unsworn declarations of Logan Paul themselves. This is, again...
Now, there have been some updates to this case from Logan's side, it seems. You've got some unsworn declarations of him not operating anything in Texas. And I'm not a legal expert, but it does appear that it seems like this case is attempted to be thrown out just because of, of what appears to be like these technicalities. And again, I'm not a lawyer, so Attorney Tom or any attorney really is going to be better explaining this. But yeah, it doesn't really seem like the refunds are going to start being issued at least anytime soon. Litigation must come first.
You know, it's pretty sad when there are websites that exist like LoganPaulScams.com. It's been 351 days, 12 hours, 42 minutes since Logan has promised to refund CryptoZoo victims he scammed. Has he repaid them? Whoa! It came to the same conclusion I did. Apparently none. And, you know, even in recent fights, as of like, what, a couple months ago, he's out there basically still being hounded about this too. Listen to this clip right here.
What do you first with Conor McGregor? Where is he, by the way?
What?
Where's Coach McGregor? And why would he take my bet? Why would he take my $1 million bet? Why would he take people from CryptoZoo? I'm working on it, Dylan.
I'm working on it. Quite literally in that. It's insane. Now, has he worked on it? It doesn't seem like he's actually been working on it. Now, if I actually look into some of the victims over here too, the victims, and especially their Discord messages over here, they have literally just been saying, yo, give me my goddamn refund. Really could use the refund. When refund? Let me fucking refund! When refund? Yeah, I don't think you guys are really getting a refund, at least anytime soon. Look, at the end of the day, it's been a whole goddamn year since Logan Paul has covered CryptoZoo, or at least actually been involved. It's been almost a year. Next month, in a few weeks, in a couple weeks, it'll actually be an entire year since his 3-step statement that he released. And not a single thing appears to actually be done. What is, however, confirmed is Logan Paul and KSI's Prime Drink, which has taken the world by storm, has apparently announced that they will reach 1.2 billion sales in US dollars by the end of 2023. And while Logan Paul owns a percentage of this, clearly Logan Paul has the money. He's not poor. He can pay back the people from this CryptoZoo situation. Now I assume because of that class action lawsuit that's still running around, still going to potentially go to court, that might be the only thing that's stopping a refund from happening. Obviously, when you're being sued, especially on a topic like this, giving any money back in a refund, from my understanding, at least appears that you are agreeing that it is basically a scam, I was financially responsible, and I'm just trying to make things right. Maybe this thing is all put up to a standstill. Now, does that mean that I'm against the litigation happening? Absolutely
Oh
not.
my
I have
God.
no trust in Logan Paul or his brother. I think in order to get these guys to do anything, you have to start pulling teeth, quite legally. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, it's been basically a year, and the victims from this Logan Paul CryptoZoo nonsense have apparently seemed to be forgotten about. And Logan Paul is, once again, going to quite literally get away with it. And this is the thing that honestly...
What?
Throughout my last 2-3 years covering crypto nonsense, especially in this influencer bubble, I would say that a lot of these crypto projects have kind of died. You don't really hear about a whole lot of influencers launching NFT projects, crypto tokens, so on and so forth, at least as much as you used to over 2 years ago, a year ago. And it's most likely because of the terrible, terrible reputation that these projects have. Even with most of these Web3 NFT games, I start to hear less and less about them. Nowadays, the entire rage is generative AI and AI projects. And even those have so much negative connotation attached to them that many people who are literally making money off of their public brand power are staying far and far away from it. But for people like Logan Paul that have been involved in numerous projects that have been surrounded with cryptocurrency, there have been allegations of scams, fraud, hurt parties financially. And honestly, he's not the only influencer that's ever dipped his toe into it. I have not really seen many influencers get the slap that they truly deserve. You see, the US government and a lot of the governments around the world that should be caring about you financially appears really not to. It's not to say that the government doesn't make an example of you. Clearly with people like Sam Bankman-Fried and Bernie Madoff, they do. But with influencers like Logan Paul and a lot of these creatures and characters around, it seems like for them, justice never truly comes. And honestly, it's up to the community like us to keep people like this accountable. Make sure people remember that these individuals are not to be trusted with any money given towards them. And honestly, what shocks me and hurts me the hardest is if Logan Paul literally came out tomorrow, today, with a new crypto project, he would make hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars. Quite literally. People will forget about anything that this man has done and just continue to give money to him.
And that's where I also don't really care that much about the victims myself. I think if you put any money into the CryptoZoo project, you are really, really, really fucking stupid. And you should have known that this wasn't going to be a fruitful endeavor, nor a worthwhile endeavor. But ultimately, that doesn't mean that ultimately I side with Logan Paul and I completely have severe indifference to this. I think Logan should honestly muster up the money and start paying back. Visibly so. I don't understand why he wouldn't. The money that he has already pledged in Ethereum for the CryptoZoo refunds is quite literally a drop in the bucket for this guy. I don't know if Logan is just an evil, evil villain of a person, but quite honestly, this is just one project that I will never forget, and I think most people who are of functioning adult age probably will never forget. This is just history that you consistently remember. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I don't like Logan Paul. Most people in my camp don't like Logan Paul, and situations like this, quite honestly, are the reason why. So yeah, CryptoZoo. I wanted to look at it a year down the road. Honestly,
What kind of sick?
Jimmy?
Dad?
Yes, run into the fire, lady.
Through the alley!
Ah.
Go! He's dead! God damn it! We're almost there. We're almost there, baby.
This sucks. Like right away it sucks.
hello guys and gals.
Interesting. I'm gonna go back.
Hey everyone, what's going on? So a couple weeks ago, I released a video taking a look at every new
Quinfall, the biggest MMO of all time.
Are just a few examples of some well-known MMOs made by mostly AAA studios with plenty of funding and large development teams, about as well equipped as you could expect to make a game of this scale. Took on average 5 to 7 years. I think maybe with the exception of Guild Wars 2, as I'm just not certain how big or well-funded ArenaNet was at the time that game was in production. Even if they were small and not funded, yeah, it took them 6 years to make the game. So yes, as a baseline, my response would be, I would say 3 years is not a lot of time to make an MMO. It's most certainly probably not enough time to make, quote, the biggest MMORPG in the world ever, or whatever Quinfall is calling themselves. Although, as we also know, size has no bearing on quality. That's been proven out many, many times over the years. You could have an absolutely massive game and just nothing to do in it. Like maybe you've got billions of planets with nothing on them, for example. But you know what? I won't say it's impossible. I would say that if you have a large enough team, if you have enough funding, and if you have a reasonable scope for your game, yeah, sure, maybe you could make a decent MMO in 3 years. But at the same time, I would state that the odds are stacked against you because yes, historically, every big MMO that we know of to date took much longer, almost twice as much time to actually make before releasing. So then the next question is, what do we know about the studio who's making this game, the people making the Quinfall? Well, we actually know a fair bit. So the Quinfall is being developed by Varek Technology Inc. Now, according to the About Us section of their website, they were founded in January 2021 and aim to become one of the pioneers of the industry with advanced technologies and AI systems, beginning with the release of, quote, the biggest MMORPG universe in the world to the global audience with our new game, Quinfall. Now, that is the summary of how the studio describes themselves, their vision and goals. Pretty standard stuff. You'll see this on just about every About Us section from any developer. Things get a bit more confusing, though, when you scroll down the page to the What is Quinfall section. Here is verbatim how they describe the game. Just strap in for this one. Quinfall's fateful doors have been opened again. Of this land where wars and chaos live forever, the life that would determine its destiny once again challenged time. His destiny is a cursed crown. It is to deliver the lands in which chaos reigned to the sharp sword of justice. In this process, against he was ready to destroy anyone who came out, but was the sword of justice really perfect? This journey that will determine the fate of Middle Earth, this fact that will be rewritten with right and wrong, are you ready to start over? Your choices will determine the course of the story. Choose what you will rule. Pretty clear that they didn't get around to asking a single native English speaker to proofread this because frankly, it's incoherent, a bit of a jumbled mess, and makes no sense really whatsoever. I read this over in my head about 10 times in a row, trying to piece together some idea of what they were trying to convey. Couldn't come up with anything. In fact, the more I read it, the more confusing it got every single time. It almost feels like something that was AI generated. Like, this description of the game seems like it was just put in an AI thing and spit out the other side. But I'm not going to put a stake in that claim. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt and just chalk it up to like a bad Google translation or something, as the company is Turkish, which we'll cover here in the next bit. So looking a little further down the page, we see this timeline highlighting the developer's history. 2022 is when they actually changed names from previously being known as Arena Game Studio to the now used Varek technology. Now, this was later described in interviews done by the developer that this name change was meant to highlight their focus of using tech and AI and not just being a game developer. Not exactly what you want to hear from people making a game that you might be interested in playing, but there you go. That was the motivation behind the name change. The year prior, in 2021, we see additional confirmation that this is when they began development on Twinfall. But then also in 2021, we noticed that they had canceled the production of another game known as Kyra Online. And here's where things actually get interesting. This throws a wrench in pretty much everything else I was thinking about this game up until this point in the studio. So Kyra Online began development in 2019. This was an MMORPG based on Turkish mythology. I was actually able to find quite a fair few videos of the game, and while it certainly looks dated, almost like it released 20 years ago, it also seems to have been an actual, real, functional game. Yes, it is very low budget looking, almost like it came out in the 90s or something, like a 90s MMO, and it's not something that I could see myself playing in the year 2024, but I also wouldn't say it looks terrible, just old and low budget. I've seen way worse games. I'll put it that much. Like, I look at this and it almost feels like what I remember in my head Asheron's Call having looked like when I played that back in 1999. I know it looked way worse, but you know, when you think about what your vision of a game when you played it many years ago, that's the vibe that I get from this. This really feels like I'm looking at a late 90s, early 2000s MMO, a pre-WoW MMO, basically. This looks like a pre-WoW MMO that could have existed at that time. And it seems fine. It seems to run fine. We're seeing like a lot of like AoE grinding. There's some examples of large-scale PvP. Again, I know it looks super low budget. I know it looks old. And I know it doesn't look particularly modern day great, but it's still clearly a functioning game, right? Like, it was running, it was functioning, people were playing it. I think what's the most impressive, though, is that Kyra Online began development by a single dude. This was a one-man project, and then over the course of 2019, more people were added to the team. Then, in 2020, after having 1 year in production, Kyra Online entered closed beta, and this is what released. That's kind of crazy to me, that they worked on an MMO for a year, starting with one person, built the team. Over the course of the year, they made this MMO. I know a lot of you probably think it looks like crap, but it's actually impressive to me that they made this in a year and released it into beta. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying this is the best looking game ever at all, but I'm just saying it's actually somewhat impressive to me. Now, this was a very small scale beta, which is probably why you've never heard of it before, because the game was only available in Turkish and appears to not have been played much at all outside of that region. But when I looked online, what little discussion I could find surrounding Kyra Online actually seemed fairly positive. Seems like the people who played this actually thought it was decent. In fact, as we now know, in the following years, using Kyra Online almost like a proof of concept for their tech and their work on live service MMO servers and networking, they were then able to obtain the funding from Turkish investors to start the development on Twinfall. Now, again, there is actually hours worth of Kyra Online gameplay that you can go watch for yourself on search. The game even had its own Twitch directory at one point, although unfortunately...
Ah, damn it, man.
There. But yes, I have to reiterate this. I know it looks super low budget, it was, but I am still pretty impressed with what they turned out after only a year in development. From what I read, they never charged for anything either. Like, if you're thinking, Force, was this a bait and switch? It doesn't appear to have been that either. There were no founders packages or in-game stores, as far as I can tell. They just held various company beta tests throughout 2020 to a predominantly or entirely Turkish audience, but ultimately decided to cancel that game and focus on their efforts on the Quinfall, which is releasing to a global audience. So they're looking to appeal to a larger scale. I want to add here as well, when it comes to like the studio's current size, it's no longer one person or just a handful of people like it was for Cairo Online. Their website links to the official LinkedIn page where it states that the company is made up of somewhere between 50 and 200 people. Doing a little further digging, I found a few articles and interviews where they actually specified the exact number of people currently working on the Quinfall is 56. Now this was like in the middle of 2023 where that information was pulled from, so it's quite possible they have scaled up in the months since then. But just as a quick recap, so the Quinfall developer Varrock Technology used to be called Arena Game Studios.
We actually know quite a bit about Path of Exile 2's closed beta, which begins next year.
Yeah, it's
we know
in
what
June,
content
right?
will be inside of it, we know how to access it, and most importantly, we know that it is actually going to be a thorough test of Path of Exile 2 before it is released to the greater public sometime either next year or the year after. Let's get into all that information in this video. First up, Jonathan Rogers has actually confirmed that Path of Exile's 2 beta will take inspiration from Path of Exile 1's 3.0 beta in the form of how people are actually going to get access to it. So, to
3.0, was that the Conquerors and Cirrus? The 10 acts? Oh, wow.
Prepare ourselves
Fall
for
of
that. I've
Orion.
actually pulled up the actual Fall of Orion beta frequently asked questions. This was the forum post that involved everything to do with Fall of Orion, which was Path of Exile's 3.0 expansion. So we're not going to look at the start date and the content.
Oh God! Where was the help?
Looking at this snippet right here, written by GGG. And Jonathan Rogers says we should look to this to see how we should actually get access to Path of Exile 2's beta. So, how are players selected to enter the beta? For the past 2 betas, closed beta and the Awakenings beta, we used a public beta key timer on the website that would invite 1 player per 5 minutes.
That's smart.
While we gained infinite satisfaction from watching reactions from players, it was a little contentious during the Awakenings beta, and the negative aspects from players being upset outweighed the fun of the trolling.
Well, if people didn't like it, then don't do it. Yep, there it is. It's
use
smart.
significantly larger but silent waves of invites to invite active players, keyword, into the beta. For example, instead of 288 keys per day like before with a picker, we might actually pick 500 to 1,000 players each day that we send out invites for simultaneously. Of course, you can repeat here, you'll be able to download the beta client here.
Sure, all that makes sense.
Do that with Path of Exile 2 as well. So, already.
I think they should also try to send the beta out to people that aren't playing the game regularly, like people that only play for the first 2 and 1 day of the league, to figure out, like, kind of, if Path of Exile 2 holds them any longer. Because I think that's, like, really the factor. Because, like, really, like, where does PoE grow? PoE grows in the way that there is an audience of people that are playing the game that are not already playing the game. Now, if their goal is to grow the game, which I think it is, right? That's obviously why they're making a new game that's different, is because that's going to have a different audience because it's different design. So, I hope that they do that as well. That's give me a call too.
Oh, it wasn't just people who paid for access that got to play the beta. It was people that played a ton of Path of Exile that they invited. I have a feeling that's going to be the exact same thing.
Because this is one problem that like certain betas don't have, or certain betas do have. Like for example, a lot of games, like I think New World and Once Human are 2 really good examples of a game that really would benefit from having people that are like serious players playing the game. And that way they actually know like kind of how is the game going at end game. How are people playing whenever they start actually hitting a plateau on their gear, etc. And it's like, because I think, for example, like with Once Human, and this is the same thing with New World, is that the gameplay is incredibly great for like 20 or 30 levels. But then, after that, it's the exact same gameplay. It's the same thing. You go to an area, you complete the objectives, and then you go to another area, and then you complete those objectives. That's it. And so I think that you need those hardcore players to kind of get ahead on the these betas and figure out the end game.
Isn't that everything though? Well, no, it's everything, right? I mean, the beginning experience matters, the end game experience matters. But what I'm saying is that a lot of times with betas, what ends up happening is that you have people who are more casual playing the game. And so you never actually see people push the limits of the game and say, hey, this isn't very good at max level. Like, for example, like you guys all remember this with New World. Like, I got level 60 in New World beta. I played the game at max level, and I said, guys, the game's great, but there's not a lot of content here, and it fucking sucks. The gear grind is garbage. It's not fun to do. It just sucks dick. And so I'm saying this, everybody else is saying I'm a liar, and I'm stupid, but the truth is, I was right. I was right about all of it.
Yep.
But the reason why people said I was wrong is because they never got that far into the game to experience it themselves. Balancing a game for pros or people without jobs is also problematic. No, see, you're misunderstanding it. Okay, so it's not about balancing it for pros or people without jobs. It's about balancing it for people that... So you have a mining canary, right? And this mining canary plays the game 1,000 hours in 2 months. Well, if you want to make a game that's fun for 1,000 hours, you want to listen to what that person has to say. Because just because you're speedrunning the game doesn't mean that other people aren't going to get to the place that you're speedrunning at later on in the future. So the same problems that I was running into at like week 2, other players started running into in month